MohaK's there to deal with it. Long range gunfight on the Vikul. One more. It's a 1v1 with Scrap on the outside. He can't get there. Exceeds blocks the doorway. Is this the championship moment? Ultra A, they can't get through. Brack shuts him down on the side door. And the new world champions and challengers are Iron Swan Gaming in a second best of 5. It was like 112 to 60 when we jumped in, so it's been nearly a full minute and a half worth of team war, just dominating the feed and dominating the hard points. And that wasn't even a threat from D1 established in any form towards P1. And on top of that, as Lucifer gets to 9 in a row, Harry will likely turn this scrap of P1 into initial at P2. Denza there to assist, and it's all team war here through the second set of rotations.
Oh, how about it? Double digits for Lucifer, for Harry to kick this one off. Maybe looking for number 11. And this is going to be a complete utter dominance to kick this one off.
Now without getting a kill. The same holds true here for B. Trake's deep will actually push Denza off right simultaneously with the bomb being planted, so that will work. Howdy will not get away though. And now here comes Timor, flooding back on forward. First kill on the backside of column also comes through for Wardy, and the bomb is being defused by Denza, already more than halfway there. And D1, they are not going to get
for the season. They seem to have timed their perfect form, as it were. This, by far and away, to me, is their perfect form. You know just what this squad of players are capable of. Of course, we saw what Furiious was able to do when he joined the roster in Season 2. He was such a promising player at the beginning of the season.
Break in for the last 30 seconds for P3, and they immediately lose the rotation for the initial 20 here on 4.
Beans now on 5 in a row. Keep an eye on this man. We know that he can explode at any given time. Looking for number 6 versus Venom in the middle of the map. Will not get it. Much better guard things from the exposed roster.
But Venom's positioning, though, isn't going to upset the spawns whatsoever, but he that streak in his back pocket. That said,
They went through grass. It is just 2 players who could have stopped this. One of those will fall. So Furiious, the last remaining player left up, he will be shut down. Just 8 seconds shy of victory here at Ultra.
You have to play perfect. You cannot allow Ultra Academy U to be able to break for these 8 seconds. And to be quite candid, Team Exposure actually did a great job of just keeping them at bay. 3 quick kills come through. That's a 4 dead for Ultra Academy EU. But take a look at the route that was run previously from one member of Ultra Academy EU. Now, Team Exposure more than aware of this, but they have to soak up this time and then battle for the spawns.
Oh, that was a massive play from Steve, by the way, to run through the middle of that for those spawns. So now Ultra, they are ready for this rotation towards P2, towards Column. A couple of players trying to make their way through Graves. One of those is Pristini. He will survive the engagement versus Beans. But Ultra, they just need 10 seconds. You've got to go if you're exposed. Pristini from the stairwell. Furiious turns for the second, and nobody from...
Quite telling to see how these two teams do look. What was the homework looking like ahead of this entire event? Well, Furiious will find that first blood when it plays.
This will be a round for exposed no matter what. If you can get the kill versus Furiious, that's probably for the best, considering Furiious is 6 in a row at the moment. Furiious might well get 7 at the end of this round. Does do... Play going out towards the dunes. Aiming for that side, doesn't really have much time to work with here. Steve with the check. He has to activate. He has to come through, looking for the kills, able to pick up 1. You have to waste some time for the rest of your team to make their way through, and they will. It's Ultra in the kill feed. 20 seconds left. Exposed. You gotta run across the map to save this control.
It's going to take a solid 10-12 seconds to just make this hoof happen across the map, and you have to somehow get past the totem that is Vortex in the middle of the map. 7 seconds remaining. Clayster, the player pushed up furthest on the backside of Church. He has to fly to get on the backside of this B zone. Can he get here in time? We'll run into a gunfight.
Are spawning up way too sporadically. You need to get together. Someone needs to execute on some patience and try to hit something as a squad, because Jazz...
Over really the last 3 hills, it has just been a complete turnaround. Cronus going to the MP40 and snaps on Super. Sends them 6 feet under. This is what we wanted to see. Point Blank are turning up and they're rotating early again.
Dude, we haven't seen a concentrated hit, first of all, but we haven't even seen a double hit
the last time around, and this is how they're able to work themselves back into the game. Get in here for the scrap. 20 seconds to play for. Eric Boom trying to lead the charge. In for the break. Pistol is good.
Eric Boom has no idea where he's gone to, but reflips, and that's gonna...
Right now, not getting the favorable spawn in the back. There is so much control, and AYM Esports, they will get it done for 3. Might just be able to get the entire ace in the round. He's got a shot at it, but it will be Dirtev that takes him out. So 1v2, make it a 1v1, and all of a sudden, this is in Dirtev's hands.
But the thing about this is, does Eric Boom see him on the jump back? It sure seems that way, looking at how the arrows are maneuvering, but Dirtev is still moving rapidly with this dead silence in play. There's the jump down from Eric Boom. Dirtev beats the timing and has a chance to just check the bomb and give himself an extra 8 seconds to work this 1v1. But Eric Boom makes the move. He doesn't get finished off. Dirtev trying to finesse over the top will once again respect the clock. And he's secured the round with that. Plus the little turn on, okay. Headed quickly to the middle of the map. They've got full clearance, not just of B, but around the backside of Tree. Kronos is in trouble.
Yeah, this is a really weird setup at the moment, and Journey with the patient play up top will find the kill. It's all up to Limax, who's 10-7, to try to pull off a miracle 1 versus 3 that I think we'll probably ever see. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen. All up to Kronos and Limax, 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, tough scenes right here, but man, I'll say I just don't love the idea of getting into a battle with AYM where the whole mentality of the series is we just
Ultra Academy NA, after winning Season 4 of Challengers Elite prior to Boston, as Hicksy comes in here with 2, looking for number 3. You know, it is a...
There's still 20 seconds left to fight over here. The SMG starting to piece together a little bit of a kill feed as well here with Scrappy, but it doesn't stop Classic from finding 3. That's just
push their way through the front. Classic, though, with 2, and that will help alleviate some pressure. Just 2 players now left up from Ultra, but they are not done just yet. Vikul now on seconds, a very important scrap time, but as we move over towards P5, this is it right here. Iron Blood, they need to stand strong right about now, but Vikul with 2 in the kill feed. Scrap pushes through. Ultra, this might well be it. Classic is going to fall, and that should be all she wrote here in map number 1 as Ultra towards the back half of the game.
You're in this 4v3 in a post-plan situation. They have all the information, and their flank is secured.
This might be the round to break the deadlock. 2v4 now for Iron Blood to try and retake. Exceed is shut down. Brack reveals his location and will actually pick up 2. The snipe from Scrap should close things out, though, and Ultra, they make the play happen, and that is what you expect from this roster.
Yeah, call the bluff. Immediately just go for the...
How do Iron Blood respond? Gonna get the bomb down on towards B. It's just not going to happen. Not when B. Not in just yet. You don't have much time to make this one work, and both kills are not good. Brack playing Ring Around the Rosie. Vikul will win it. Exceed 1v2. No time for the defuse, and these Ultra players, they play it so well. The extra taps into the body as well to make sure that the player is dead. Find a way across. Now, fortunately, you've got that transitional gunfight versus Assault. He was watching the cross, so now you're on the hill. But you got to win these gunfights. MohaK, unfortunately, is going to lose the first. For Iron Blood, this is coming tougher for the second. And look at the kill feed. It's all Ultra. Just Brack left alive, and he is shut down. And now, if you're Ultra, you're going to see these guys just stack the point. They have to run. This forces these Iron Blood gamers to just hit the hill without even thinking about it. Jeez. And Ultra, they have got it done. That is the control.
Moha, we have nothing against Moha. He's a great player. He has great gunfights and great positioning. The one thing that we probably see a big difference on is the comms, the way Assault communicates with us. I feel like Assault has that role of IGL, of making sure the map is organized, and MohaK doesn't. So I feel like Assault brought us like some more structure to our hard point. And that way we got so much better with Assault practicing, and yeah, it showed today in the couple of matches we had, and we just have to be on the same page for tomorrow, and I think we'll come out top.
The help will start to occur as Weeman and Stevo will clean up the final. Not just 3, how about 4? Stevo 3 in
front door and see if they can get a foot inside through the back. It's going to be elusive.
Now getting close to possibly tying this game back up, but for the scrap time, Ultra, you want to give this a go. Denza collapsed into a double. Third one onto the hard point. Last one is backside on Denza! 4 kills straight! Way with was how fluid Team War were playing the map. You see that executed right there. Wardy actually is the one to clear off the backside of the spawns and then re-clear fields, allowing the rest of his teammates to do all of the work inside the hard point. And now that he's done 5 in a row, he could potentially earn another glide bomb onto the map. And how about it? There's number 6, no problem. No on the back heels when it comes to dealing with the scrap time, but Lucifer is not losing any gunfights. Oh my goodness! Into essentially a 2v4 and take the scrap time, putting them 4 seconds away from a win. You got to keep in mind the glide bomb for Lucifer is still here, and as he gets shut down, you expect that he's going to call it in as soon as he respawns. Wardy waiting for the call. You also have a pinch setup by Denza. This is a perfect setup for Team War to break, and they don't even need the glide bomb to get the kills. It's Wardy and Denza again. They get the final double. Lucifer able to find Weeman off spawn, and Team War strike first on Tuscan hardpoint. In that moment, Weeman does get the bomb planted. Furiious watching outside, gonna meet up with Wardy, and a little bit of team fire coming through to make the shot punch a bit easier. Maple on the trade, Denza following up. It leads it now just to 1. Furiious just inside the front doors, now bursting over towards Bjarne.
I like it.
This should be a guaranteed win. but Beans has gone prone. Maple, he hasn't gone over fast enough, or has he? Stall nearly finishes off Maple as well. But he maybe has done enough, because now Steve-O's going to re-hit from the high ground. Looking to isolate on the Maple, who is not expecting this whatsoever. Kill comes through. Automaton now also gained. Bomb planted also with B. But Steve-O gets turned around as Wardy comes back. 13 v8. Lives in favor of the attack. Furious, if there was ever a time to pop off Weeman right then and there. Second tick of progress looking good. And all of a sudden, you start to feel like they may have just cracked the code. One more kill needed. But no, Ultra EU reestablished some semblance of a defense, but they're still down 6 lives.
Oh, that's the problem. 5 lives remaining with 55 seconds, and there's still forward positions here from Denza, but Denza needs to survive. And he's able to get out with his life just barely. 45 seconds, 10 up against 5. Final tick of progress needed, and here we go. Team War trying to make it happen through the top of patio. Gunfights need to come in, but everybody's so patient on where they're going to be. Lucifer gets one, but there's Furious. He comes alive in the final round and gets a massive double. Now no respawns remaining for Ultra Academy EU.
And the clock is starting to become a problem here for Team War. Maple gives up a position deep through Church, so when it comes to getting onto zone again, you have to regain all of your ground. And it's going to be through Church alleyway. Oh, what a unique look this is. Lots of pressure onto Weeman. He gets a read that multiple contestants are here. Steve-O gets one, but then he falls. 7 seconds on the clock. You've got to get on the touch. You've got to get on the touch. It's a 5v2. Beans up top. Furious from the background. Maple there to get onto the zone with 3.2 on the clock, but Furious! He gets another double. It's just down to Wardy. Able to stay alive a little while longer, and the help is there.
It means LST control, top anti-air gun control as well. They're also taking a look at the beachfront. Weeman will find 2, but these are just all trades. The support needs to get here and buy Nevin. That's a glide bomb very early for AYM Esports, as they're currently at about a 55-point lead, and they're finding kills to boot on the rotation earlier on. Still 10 seconds left
to get the aggression going here. Has Beans in tow, but he will fall to Super, and now what can Beans do? He's gonna fall as well. The first wave of gunfight go AYM's way.
A bit more mass coverage, but straight trades are not going to be good enough until Weeman does take down Eric Boom top ring. That's going to force Journey to try to turn around and try to deal with Weeman, because this is a crucial positioning ahead of the rotation 4-5. Again, leader's advantage, it needs to be talked about. AYM Esports, they can pick and choose which hard...
Now, AYM are just 2 seconds away from victory. They've got to find it somewhere.
You cannot afford to push out too further forward. You want to make sure that you're still in a position to try to get some trades. That's where Vortex is kind of holding in the middle of the map, making sure the reinforcements for AYM cannot get in here for free.
And there's the first kill coming in from Yako. Yako trying to burst his way in. That will do. AYM, it is smug here for the plant. He's going to get the plant down. There should be an immediate trade though coming through from Journey, and there will be. So now Weeman has to defend the site, and he's about to fight a war on 2 fronts here as flank should be initiated, but no, not before Weeman gets the kill, and he might have just got the godly timing on towards Super as well. Back and forth they go, Super looking in the wrong direction, and Weeman with the 1 versus 2. Place on Desert Siege he goes. Trade's going down over towards B. Furious has to do something here. At least get the kill versus Super, but you get caught with your pants down by Eric Boom. And now Beans in the 1 versus 3. The good news, you've got Bar, but not much else.
We'll find one for free. The snap can't take down Super. Towards the board, and they get that first segment of aggression over by B. You need to activate yourselves now if you're Ultra EU, and while 3 kills are going to benefit you quite wonderfully. Eric Boom will, of course, find a trade on the bottom side of Cage, but needs to help out their teammates get out from their spawn and potentially get anti-air gun control.
Still going to be tough to do. Eric wants to find a route through green. Does it versus Beans. They have to make this one work. Be careful of the player coming from behind though. That is going to be Steve-O, who does actually get caught with his pants down. Eric Boom going to utilize the glide bomb now. They want another offensive round victory, and it's 4 down. It's going to be AYM now, capturing the zone.
10v4. No response remaining for Ultra Academy. These nades need to be on point, and they just simply aren't. Super. Journey combined for 2. It comes down to the ARs. Beans. Weeman.
What's the point? He's only able to get 1. 10 seconds left. Can anybody touch this point? Weeman trying to get the shots from afar, but look at AYM. How strong the defense is. 4 seconds. Weeman finds his way onto the point, but he gets taken down by Furious. No! We're a massive reason why the AYM Esports side were able to take the V2 in the fashion they were. Again, we can't emphasize it enough that they managed to string like basically P1 to P4 together in indomitable fashion. That is something you so rarely see here on Gavuti, but imagine Super will have to deal with here. Now Classic coming from the front as well. The pinch starting to be activated here from Iron Blood Gaming, and in comes Classic, who is now on 7 in a row. That is a glide bomb for the man. Brack also starting to put together a spree, and this is a dangerous prospect here for AYM as far as possible.
Well, Yako's still always trying to keep Ring in their possession, and Classic was more than unaware of it, and, well, it seems that we unfortunately... I mean, I don't know.
I don't think there's any
Boom's
AC
also
in
a
that
very
room.
small person, so I mean, you gotta understand, you know, the warmth probably isn't all there.
Yeah, I don't want to roast Eric
understand
Boom too
fully.
hard. Yeah, I don't want to roast Eric Boom too hard, but he is very, very small. I've done an interview with him. Obviously, you know, I'm tall as well, and that height difference, I felt kind
That
of
is yet to be seen. I've never.
towards jungle, but you got to be careful. You don't want to allow AIM to overextend through. Eric Boom attempts to do exactly that, but he will be shut down in a 2-piece from Classic. The second one of which will be against Journey, but Super comes through with 2. That is number 6 in a row now for Super. He's looking for number 7, gets the first few shots, and a MohaK, and the last as well, and 100 points. The difference between these two teams. We need to see something much, much better from Iron Blood on this second set.
110-point differential out of the first set of hard points. Yeah, you need to come alive here on P1 if you're Iron Blood. There's just no excuse. You got to be able to win some gunfights. You got to be able to win some.
Iron Blood out of the hill, he will be unable to do so. So Iron Blood feeling pretty confident at the moment, but here comes AIM once again. It's Yakko in on a flank. Eric Boom also with him. Yakko in for 2. He's looking for number 3, and he will get it. Yakko. They could actually make a good rotation over towards the dockside here. That is exactly what's going to happen, but they let a couple of players slip the net. So at the very least, they have that information to work with. You know those players are going to be pushing through the anti-air gun, through P3, towards that jungle side. You have to deal with them. And MohaK is trapped inside the LST at the moment. He's just going to be sitting up top at the moment, but it's now going to be down to Brack on top of the LST. Gets that first kill versus Yakko. But these players for AYM Esports now starting to push in from behind.
Two hard point. The difference, Iron Blood actually got a player all the way into the bottom side of green. They were able to win the gunfight so efficiently that they flip AYM Esports out from their spawns.
Do you have control of the LST?
Finally dealt with Classic, who was a lurking member. And the Iron Blood are able to soak up for free.
It does feel like, right? They're going to win it on the last scrap time, and they might well do so. Somebody from AIM has to touch, even if Exceed gets this rotation, which he's already prepared for. I don't think it's going to matter. Iron Blood going to finish it here on P4, and they reset, will go their way. Over. Kill from MohaK coming through elsewhere as well. So Yakko not feeling very comfortable here, but maybe the kill on towards Exceed he will do. There we go. Now AIM going to get this bomb down. They've got the positioning towards the backline.
Oh, the barrel sticking through the window. Brack sees Journey. And MohaK will get that angle to take them down. Eric Boom, of course, there for the trade 2v1. The retake for Brack. Seems like he's going to try to flip out the map entirely, take their virtues on the backs of the warehouse. But Spotty, the minimap nades are coming through. Exceed is incredibly weak. The second nade takes them down. And Eric Boom will be there for the trade. 3v2 we go. And Brack's still not choosing to utilize that glide bomb, though at this point, I think it might just be a little bit too late in the round. Well, especially as you do bite a bullet from Super via a wallbang. MohaK 1v2, 40 seconds left to play. They have time to do this, but can you isolate both these players?
Oh, Yakko almost gives away a free kill there. I thought Yakko was going to reach Alice. I seen it from the X-ray vision. I thought Yakko was going to give him MohaK. Infamous for his 1vx situations. Of course, we all remember his 1 versus 3 versus Boston. Pro-Am. Probably one of his most famous plays this season. Now he needs to pull up a 1 versus 2 to close out this search and destroy. Don't know where he is just yet. They know he's on that side of the map. Tries 2 shots going in from Yakko, and he has been stunned as well, but I like this from AYM Esports. They're not getting too aggressive. They know they don't have to. 10 seconds left now coming through from Exceed on the middle of the map, but still, the aggression from AYM kind of unwarranted at the moment. And look at the pressure that Iron Blood have over this A point. You can see on the minimap, Yakko wants to come back and help his teammates here. This is going to be one last hurrah, one big push coming through with 35 seconds left on the clock. Eric Boom looking to pick up this nade to take down Exceed on the outside of the point. Nobody found anything just yet. Brack laying down, but you can see AIM. The arrows starting to approach on the point. Here comes those trades. Super and Yakko going to take down MohaK and Exceed. So the numbers in favor. It's 3 down. Just 1 player inside the point. Brack looking to waste some time. He gets shut down, and AIM, they're in.
They're in. Then they're posted up. The stack is starting to come through. You need to get some nades in here. If you're Iron Blood, you need to get AIM off.
8v10 in lies. MohaK able to take down Yakko. Super falls as well. 20 seconds left, and disaster has struck AYM Esports. Now is the time to go. 15 seconds. You cannot play this passively whatsoever. Journey trying to make his way through Secret. There is still a chance to hold this one down. If you're AYM Esports, the nade goes through. Doesn't connect on towards Exceed. The pre-fast starting to come through. 5 seconds on the clock. Guys, you've got to get on the point. Eric Boom, Super. They're going to be able to pick up some kills. Yakko with another one as well. And maybe this stack can still happen.
But if the flank is coming in, Classic gets snuffed out. Eric Boom's gonna take down Classic. The second segment comes in. Brody just comes down to Brack. Maybe he can get here in time, but no. 2 headshots back to back. Yakko now becomes activated. You still have to deal with MohaK in towards the back, who is able to find 2. Classic for the other 2 as well. Spawns will remain intact As Iron
making their way around. That's going to be Journey and Eric Boom responsible. Yakko and Eric Boom responsible for that one. Excuse me. Journey able to get one from the front though, but once again it's the AR prowess that's the problem. Brack and Exceed combined for 4. Iron Blood, they deal with the first wave of gunfights. AYM now going to be spawning all. A wealth of time, by the way, on the back of this hard point that both teams are going to want to grab. 25 seconds remaining. We're keeping on those rotational back. And AYM, they find their way through.
Flank is coming through. Exceed again. He's going to be able to find himself a route in from behind. The tree needs to be there. Exceed gets some help. He's going to take down 2 more players. 235 and counting on up. AYM Esports do not have numbers to sustain it here on P1.
AYM, they've been swarmed. It's MohaK to take down Journey. The kills now coming through from AYM. They've been gunfight towards Brack, so now we need to see some heroics right here, right now from Eric Boom. He loses his one at Brack as well, and Iron Blood gonna...
I mean, Spanish this year haven't achieved what they want. That's something that we cannot say anything about it. But I know in Spain we have a lot of talent, which can play on the league and do well in it. But I don't know, just look the previous years. Black Ops 4, just a Spanish team just qualified for the Pro League, and they did it well the first stage. Then the second one, they have internal problems and they had to change one player and pick up another one, which wasn't the best. But I think we could have a Spanish team in the league and they will do well 100%. I know that we will do well in the league 100%.
Wardy will at least get in. Eventually a chance for Team War to fight for the remaining 20 in the second half of this hill, and now they have the setup.
Yeah, and War is just so dynamic when it comes to how they want to approach this hard point. Yesterday it was a lot through fire. This time it's just a little bit of an exploitation around the rooftops, and it just leads to easy overwhelming of the point. Ready for the opener, has Hicksy in front of him, but the pre-fire from Hicksy will finally get Ultra and A back into the mix as they have the initial time at headquarters.
A lot of credit there to his own, finding the double, easing up just a little bit of the attack there. And now Hicksy, well, he wants to just completely take over the map, push all the way out, goes to the pistol, tough gunfight, and will hurt them for the back 10.
Yeah, that was supposed to go over the top, but I think it caught the rooftop and just bounced right back into the lap of his teammate. So an unfortunate team nade will allow the scrap time to start being earned, and now on rotation, Wardy, he's able to turn the break.
Already kind of just putting in some early damage, but aggressive challenge there does open up a window here for Team War to maybe break on through. Laying on the trick.
Connected so far, not so good. Just Harry, the last one up, but he still gets a double, and the pinch is also picked up simultaneously, leaving Assault on his lonesome, but he may be able to do it all himself. Unfortunately, the pistol was swapped out for an MP40, couldn't get the shots in, and Team War will get their break.
Oh my, take a look at the minimap right now. This is going to be so much control.
Steps that Wardy just hit. Glide bomb now called in. Nades will connect for the first. This glide should at least find one, and it will not! And now closer to 250 goes Ultra and A.
That is such a big play from Hicksy, dodging it on the glide bomb, buying more time for trades. In Ultra Academy, they could put it away right here in the very first map. They try to flood in, but it's all white in the feed in Ultra Academy. They'll strike.
As Vikul was playing over the top of the old A site, he's able to find players through the woodwork. This is a bold challenge, and it still works out. How does he manage that? Kills will come through, the trades will be in, and Ultra and A take map 2. But now a 5v9, 24 seconds on the clock. Last attempts from Ultra and A. Wardy isolated, dealt with by Nate. Scrappy able to find one on the interior. Now it's Hicksy off the pitch, able to get a read on the Denza. A couple of shots in. Also has a read on the Lucifer! Oh, little jump headshot onto him. 12 seconds to play with. Denza eventually getting finished off. And Vikul get in a pinch. Vikul get in a pinch. He's going to be able to stop the rotations. And all of a sudden, Ultra and A at the last second turn a 7v9 into a 4v2. Denza, you've got more in the tank. The last one left alive for a 1v4. 2 members on towards A, and Hicksy will finish things off. Ultra and A for the 3-0 sweep as they move into the
defend it, and he gets shut down by Harry. So nicely done here by War to find their way on through. Also keeping on the rotation, 20 seconds left. Iron Blood not exactly in the best position for that, so they'll just want to try and take the scrap time away from Harry if they can. A nice pre-fire from Harry. Predicts exactly where Classic is going to challenge from, and that will force him away. For the moment, Harry's still going to get it. That's his 5th in a row as the AR really starts to heat up here for this Team War roster, but good place.
I mean, Team War is methodical as you like, just understanding the task at hand. They knew that there were some lurking players in the backside of Grandma. They had to deal with them first, and then they ended up forcing 2 players from Iron Blood to spawn all the way effectively in towards Payne. For this Money Hill of P5, there's an argument to be made. Denza playing the corner. They're outside the gates, going to be able to find 2 now up on a 4. force spree to the submachine gun, gets kill number 5.
Find him out. 2 players inside now from Ironblood Gaming. Wardy from up top is going to be shut down. Harry now around the back. It is Ironblood Gaming. They're able to find a win.
Back end of Denza with this flank.
Denza has to make the flank work. He does get 1. How much more can he do, though? Because he's going to double back inside the barn, but he will get shut down. Wardy falls as well. Maple, you can't pre-aim. You go on to the hard point. He's able to get the first, but not the second.
Play this corner. You're starting to run out of time. Harry just playing at the backside of the window will force out a 3v2.
Seed, you got to trade this one. You got to go straight through. And now that's bombed down in a terrible position. MohaK in 1 versus 3. 30 seconds or so to make this one work. Gets the 1 kill on towards Harry, but again, it's the bomb retrieval mission that's tough, and as soon as you get one of these kills, well, the other one's probably just going to run away.
Player behind him from Harry, he has some help. Classic gets the trade. That might just be the B zone.
Oh, Classic's still getting kills as well. That's his 5th in a row. Looking for number 6. Will not find it. B is saved by Wardy, who picks up 3. The savior of the moment. 2 minutes to go. Still a fair amount of time to make this one happen. Here comes that glide bomb from Wardy. They want to use it right now. This is full pressure being put in right now. But look at this from War. They will be the ones to take that one away. MohaK gets aggressive. Now Maple, though, in from behind. And now it's going to be down to Maple and Denza to waste some time here. Denza going to fall. So now it is all on Maple and Classic with 2. That should be all she wrote here. Wardy, he's the only player in close proximity who could do anything about this. He has to come through the church alley. And nobody is watching it. But Brack's going to take it.
Mail and they flip out the spawns. How about Carson? Brack up to 14 and 6 on yet another spree. Really just layering in so much damage for the space to be provided for their comrades here of Ironblood Gaming. MohaK snapping outside of the staircase there in the alley on a Maple.
Ironblood Gaming, Brack able to get 1 now. The kill's starting to go in favor of Ironblood Gaming, but Maple, he is through now. Another kill versus Brack, and Harry's the one to pick it up, but kills now coming in from both sides. A pinch maneuver from Ironblood Gaming as MohaK on 5. And now for Team War, you've got to find a way in. MohaK is going ham at the moment in the final moments of the game. Wardy with 1 on towards MohaK, Brack from up high, and Classic as well. That should close things out as Ironblood Gaming again for the 2nd time.
Just slip out, so Ultra maybe just push a little too far, and now we're going to have to deal with Ironblood, but Hicksy up top on 4, looking to try to earn some more.
And this is where Hicksy can be super dangerous when he's got space to work with. He becomes a loose cannon and is on 5 now. Here's number 6, stunned up. Good help from his teammates over the top of green. Also, Scrap makes sure that there are no hits from IBG. And all of a sudden, Hicksy has got early streaks. He has number 8 stolen away from him. But it worked out great for Ironblood. The pinch is now all the way through. Exceed finding kills through the middle of the map. And Vikul shut down means that Ironblood will get a clean break with plenty of space to work with.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake, I think, from Vikul, kind of reinforcing enough. And now a 1v1, but Scrap cannot win it. Exceed continues to go massive around the P1 hill, but it's all about P2 and Ironblood. They gotta go.
It's Brack again, but he's been red this time. Hicksy's gonna chase down the kill, plus they get the kill off the exit. 241, 225. You've got to get on in. But look at the setup from Ultra and A. It is absolutely flawless. Players up top, players down low. They're contesting every angle. 247, 3 seconds. You got to get in from the side. Brack only able to find 1 kill. It's just down to Exceed, who cannot slide into touch in time. And a massive blunder gotten inside of Granny's house. Oh my goodness. The zone of control that Ultra and A have here offensively should be good, but they still offer up 2 kills? There's no reason to overpeak this. IBG is scrambling to find defensive setups, and you give away one of the best power positions in the game. Now the bomb is down outside a tunnel. Brack on 4. He's got the pistol out, the baits for his team. What's coming around from his left? But the thing about it is he's going to get some information here. Hicksy and the bomb will be immediately deleted. Vikul, the next one, and last one up. He's on for the defuse. MohaK has to go quickly, but he's been baited!
No.
He's been baited to it! And Vikul takes the 1v1 with plenty of time for the defuse. Ultra and A back to within 1.
Second one, potentially on the way. The reload comes in, but Assault is able to help out Scrap, and now Exceed. Of course it's Exceed! Finds the double. 3 in a row for him. Breaking through walls. Finds another. Exceed is just unstoppable right now. He is running through Ultra Academy. Who's going to line up for the 6th? For swapping over to Exceed. 29 and 16 with the sub. He's been electric, and we'll see if he can keep it going.
Easy read on to Vikul first and foremost. This delayed hit over towards A looking pretty promising. Scrap in the corner. A good pre-fire coming through.
He's alive.
But Exceed is still alive. Stun over the top. Doesn't quite hit where he wants to. Maybe could still cut off 1. Yeah, gets 1. Oh! Exceed! What in the heavens?
He went down, he went down.
We're looking for a defensive retake from the wrong side of the map.
Oh, Assault Assault's got the angle. We've been seeing them from Shotzi this entire...
Connect, and finally the kill comes through. But Exceed's still alive, and he's got Brack rotating around the backside. Exceed with the pistol! One more deep! Bang! A 1v3 for Exceed in front of the B site, and Ironblood send us to a second best of 5!
Oh, Katie, show us the live cam. Oh my goodness. I gotta see Exceed after that. He just destroyed Scrappy. That is the first series.
Control of boat, and they've got a player in Vikul who's already pushed up the zone off the backside of green.
Important kill there for MohaK at Old. We'll be able to now maybe come down the steps or come all the way around the beach side and potentially be a threat from the side. Meanwhile, everyone else kind of posted up right now. It's because Vikul's kind of got all of this front zoning at green, so you can't cross without taking a couple of shots here. Exceed, though, takes the challenge head on. What a win it is. That's going to allow Exceed to get in, and now they can start picking up some time.
Yeah, it's not a good start. Now with the proximal respawns, Ironblood still have a chance to try to fight this back, but Vikul on 3 in a row, holding the front side of the hard point. Gets a little bit of support out of his own nade first and foremost. That one will explode, leaving MohaK weakened up for Hicksy to finish. And honestly speaking, when it comes to being behind the ball here for Ultra Nade on the large majority of the
second, as we'll see Brack able to get the trade initially. Can he come up with 2? Looking for angles, trying to finesse his life. On his way to the top of the boat, he will go. Multiple members of
and they're locking down the middle of the map with not a lot of time between them and the map. 1 win. Vikul on the first opener, only able to find the first. Hicksy trying to follow up with pin stretch, goes the kill feed. Assault now trying to get involved. The ARs have to push forward. Exceed still up, able to find the first without any contest. Scrap still contesting, trying to get the beat down. Finds one, pre-fires onto the second. Brack with a sidestep for a moment. The help is now here for Ultra Nade. The reinforcements have arrived, but can they confirm the kills? And Hicksy gets the double. The game will extend unless Exceed has something to say to the middle of the map. The first 2 kills are good. He's able to get on. No one's here to challenge this. Exceed single-handedly breaks it. And Ultra NA, we're already focused on zoning off. Scrap second guessing. They think they're going to rotate back over towards B because of the timing. Not the case. The time is now becoming a big problem, though. Hicksy wins a gunfight onto the bomb. A little bit of timing here. Avoids the gunfight with Scrap, but it does allow a little bit extra time for Vikul to try to get the plant off. Brack trying to deny, but the bomb gets planted. Now it's just down to Scrap. 1v2 situation. He's hopped onto it. Scrap already being pushed back. Brack challenging. The shots are just not there in the trade, but it comes at a steep cost. In the middle of the map, Classic wins another, and it's just down to Assault again, who can do nothing. What a read from Ironblood. And once again, Ultra NA can find no...
They're here to hit again.
Yeah, dangerous scenes right now. Classic on a pitch is able to find one before finally being taken down. Leaving it just to Brack. While the pre-fire good though, lines up a double. An unfortunate teammate will soften up the defense, but MohaK makes up for it by taking the town.
Hicksy in the back. Here we go on the big play. Trying to make the flank happen. Brack doesn't react to Hicksy here, and now it's no lives remaining for Ironblood Gaming, and they have to play retake.
Yeah, this is done. There's no way you get back into that. As soon as Hicksy's pinch works out for 2, draw through time as well. They're able to get back on and try to stop the clock for progress. Now making work towards it again. Assault on the initial trade. MohaK from the side door, looking for someone to shoot at, but no one's making themselves available. 5v5, 10 seconds on the clock, and MohaK would have to be the one to make a play, you would feel. Classic's trying to get here quickly. But you've got to get on. Someone's got to get here, and Scrap's going to hit the pitch, shut everything down, and Ultra NA should be good for the second round. Slowly backs up towards the A zone. Able to catch a little bit of Classic, but not enough. Brack on the final, and Assault does eventually finish off on the Classic. 3 straight kills. Ultra NA with the 4-man stack. Exceed on the pitch. Needs to go quickly. Cooks up a nade. Shots come through. He tags up Vikul enough to get the first elimination. Now the pitch can come out absolutely successfully, but team nade comes into the mix, but it will not make much of it. Through docks and around the back. Nades through the window. Hop and Scrap up top. Doesn't even get shot back to. Brack still keeping the play alive. Try as he may, though. Scrap is in the middle of the map in a very indomitable position. And there's really nothing you can do from this spot. 11v3. Make it 2. Exceed trying to follow up, but you just don't think that this is going to happen. And Ultra NA, much more like their usual selves here in the Berlin control. It ends with Scrap going 35-24 on a 5 spree at Ultra NA, right back into the series just like that. Technically speaking, Ultra NA will still have to make the first proactive move to get through this hard point and try to flip the spawns around. This is a great time to do it. 3-for-1 the exchange. Trades favoring Ultra NA heavily as they get into a position to reclaim the lead with flawless time so far here on Mailroom. shutting have positions inside of fire. They're going to have to hold from the back of the hard point. Fly bomb earn immediately spent. How do you get through this? Brack should surely fall. I don't cast or curse this twice in a row. This time he comes through no problem, and now all of a sudden Ultra and A can start to flood. That should block and start to flip the spawns around. Just comes down to can they get the final kills, and yes they will. Up in place come Ultra and A. Last contestant surviving G off of the off spawn, looking to get in to try to contest, but Scrap on 9 in a row will deny everything and everyone. Get out of this guy's way.
Side, but hey, Iron Blood Gaming, they're not done with this hill just yet. They're trying to make some moves, and Classic up close is able to come up with one. MohaK 1v1 for the Scrap. Oh, he turns and burns on Scrappy.
Those 2 kills on the exit from Scrap. It allows a chance for Alternate to really focus their numbers towards controlling these inner apartment areas, get to the high ground, control the staircases, maybe even allow someone to go a bit rogue, hit a bit of a pinch. Most of the focus for Iron Blood on this break attempt is coming by way of getting towards Milagro, but the kills are just not there. Oh boy, all of a sudden, back to a tie even game. And Vikul, one of the main reasons why. 4 in a row, Scrap right there with them on a 4-piece of his own. And we got a dead even game here, Austin. 209 to 209. Iron Blood are nowhere to be seen around this 5th hill.
So Scrap shuts him down, but it's still Iron Blood Gaming that are able to get Ultra off of the time, but it flips the map, which is going to delay the rotation. Multiple problems to deal with now if you're Iron Blood Gaming. You have to make sure Ultra don't get 4 seconds on P1, and you have to rotate.
Hicksy on the flank, he's trying to hit the pinch. Hicksy gets the first, but MohaK's there to deal with him. Long range gunfight on the vehicle. One more. It's a 1v1 with Scrap on the outside. He can't get there. Exceed blocks the doorway. Is this the championship moment? Ultra and A, they can't get through. Brack shuts him down on the side door. And the new world champions of challengers are Iron Blood Gaming in a second best of 5.
Unbelievable stuff from Iron Blood Gaming. What was looking like the impossible, looking like it just could not be done. The #1 seed out of North America.
I think that's it.
Let's go, go!
Back up. Group of people. The first thing that I did when I was after we lost Boston, so I went to Carson. I said, "Yo, we're teaming." So we kind of put this together, and you know, when we first formed, like the whole like pickup team thing, like it did not feel like that. Like we almost like instantly clicked. We worked really well together. And I think the biggest thing is that like with how everything went, everybody had to put their heads on straight, because you know a lot of the people that we played were former teammates, and we just wanted to put them down so bad. So it was just a lot of hard work.
Yeah, a lot of people doubted us. I think everyone in their bracket had us placing somewhere between
6th.
I don't know if I saw any top 4 finishes. I saw a lot of top 6 and top 8. And I don't know why, because of our online performances. Like we won the Kraken Bounty tournament confidently. We beat Toronto Ultra twice in that 8K online champs tournament. And yeah, we put in a lot of time. We're a pickup team, but the past 2-3 weeks, we've been putting in a lot of time.
Extend that thanks to people like Ant from the rotation, CDC Intel, Crone, Gamepedia, Breaking Point, for all of the extra work that was done to help support the challenger scene, making our broadcast lives so much easier, allowing us to tell the stories that much better. Massive shout outs for helping cover it throughout not just the entirety of this weekend, but people like Easy Mac going above and beyond, doing stats for every single player and every single elite. And obviously Ant at the rotation, you're an absolute legend for all the hours you put in to help give some press coverage, clip coverage, and social media coverage. We really do thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And of course, to all the esports engine team that put on the production, for Brody and Andy who were on earlier, and all the other players that had participated in challengers throughout the entirety of the year. That is a conclusion to the 2022 year, but the good news is we won't have to wait too long for Modern Warfare 2 and the start of the 23 season. I'm sure more news to come, but for the final time for the Vanguard year, we say farewell, and until next time, make sure you keep holding it down. Bye-bye.